Hi guys, welcome again. So today in this part 3, we are going to learn another important questions for the SQL interview, which are what is identity column and what is union and union all and what's the difference between truncate and delete. So let's get started from the question number 1. So to start with, what is identity in a SQL server? So basically when we need a sequencing, when we want to generate some column values based on some, incremented number, in that case, we can use identity. We also don't need to supply the value when we try to insert the data. So it takes care of inserting the incremented data. So in a theoretical definition, you can start with it's just a property that can be assigned to a column in a SQL Server table, usually used with numeric data types. When a column is marked as an identity, it automatically generates a unique incremented value of each and new rows added to the table, the starting value as well as the incremented value, right? So it's commonly used also as a primary key. Okay. So let's go to the question number 2. So the question number 2 is what is the difference between union and union all? So it starts with the duplicate rows. How to avoid or eliminate those duplicate rows? With the help of union, we can do that. So union operator removes duplicate rows from the combined result set. If a row appears in multiple select queries, being united, right? So it try to avoid those and try to produce a unique data. Hence, union all, it it operates it operates does not remove duplicate rows from the combined result set. It includes all rows from each select queries, even if duplicate exists. So let's try to understand a little bit more in the performance wise. The performance wise, the union operator may incur a slightly higher performance overhead compared to union rows since it has to perform additional work to eliminate duplicate rows. So definitely it's going to take more time. If they will ask you which one will take more time, union, because it has to take care of removing the duplicate data from your result set. Other side, union all does not care about your duplication or anything. It just combine the two subset and produce one result point. Okay, so here is the example of union. Suppose in the table A, you have four names, John, Emma, John, and Alice. You can see the John is repeated 2 times. In the table B, you can see Emma, Peter, John. So now you know that Emma is common in also in table A, and John is also there available in 2 times. It's trying to produce a distinct, a unique values for your result set, which is Alice, Emma, John, and Peter. In the syntax goes very simple. You write the first query with the same set of columns, then put a union, and then use the second table set of queries with the same set of columns. Okay, so this is an example of union all. Here you can see we are using the same amount of the data, same tables, but now it's going to produce the larger result set with not caring about duplicates. So it's produced all the data from table A and table B. It's just a combining, concatenating, and producing you a result for you in union all. So the next question is, what is the difference between the delete and truncate? So delete and truncate both are the SQL commands. So both, perform the data for removing the data from your table. But how do we actually differentiate when an interviewer panel will ask you, right? So major difference you can categorize in front of interviews, in interview panel, you can categorize in these categories. In this aspect, you can say, right? You can start with operations, It removes specific rows based on the condition. So delete is a row by row operation. On the other side, truncate has delete all the rows. You cannot delete a conditional based rows, right? Efficiency. So the efficiency of delete is slower because it's performing a row by row operation. On the other side, truncate is just wiping out your data in one go, right? So it's faster. On the other side, suppose it's more related to the transactions, logs, right? So it is a fully logged because it's a row by row operation. So it's logged, right? It maintains its logs, right? On the other side, it's do very minimum logs on the truncate, right? Okay. The another rollback support. So if you know the transaction, it is very important to keep track, bring the data to the previous state, bring the data efficiency, integrity, right? So in that case, you have to use delete. If you're dealing with the insurance, banking, and these kind of money related data, then your deletion has to be using the delete command, not the truncate. Okay, because it supports delete. With the delete you can roll back, but with truncate you cannot roll back the data which you have which is you have performed using the truncate. The old data will be gone, right? So I hope this will be helpful for you. And that's it. Thank you. Thanks for watching. And if you wanted to know more interview questions, you can download our app, and in that you will get free SQL interview questions, Power BI interview questions, Snowflake, Databricks, and a lot of interview questions courses we are going to post free. No payment is required. Thanks for watching.